Hello everyone, my name is Rohit and today we'll be starting with Educational Core Forces Round 115's question B, that is groups. Okay, first we will read the question and then we'll try to understand what the question is asking of us. Then we will go through the step-by-step solution, trying to understand how we arrive at a solution, and then we'll see the solution that we have written as code. Okay, so first let's read the question. And students attended the first meeting of the Berlin SU programming course, and it is given that n is even, right? All students will be divided into two groups. Each group will be attending exactly one lesson each week during one of the 5 working days, that is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And the days chosen for the groups must be different. Furthermore, both groups should contain the same number of students. Okay, we need to divide them in groups of two, a group of two, right? Two groups, right? So your task is to determine if no, like each student has filled a survey in which they told which days of the week are convenient for them to attend a lesson and which are not. Okay. Your task is to determine if it is possible to choose a different weekdays to schedule the lessons for the group. The first group will attend the lesson on the first chosen day, and the second group will attend the lesson on the second chosen day. And divide the students into two groups so that the groups have equal sizes, and for each student the chosen lesson day for their group is convenient. All right, the input is given as test first test case and then followed by and the number of students, and then it's given the matrix in which they which tells us which day of the which day of the week is comfortable for the given student, right? The row represents the student and the column represents the day, right? So if, as it is given here, if it is 1, then the ith student can attend the lessons, and on the jth day of the week, if the jth student integer is 0, then the ith student cannot attend the lessons on the jth day of the week, where here basically I means row and jth means column. So if it is 0, then they cannot attend. The student cannot attend the class, right? So let's see the solution once. Like let's see the stepwise approach. Like what we need to visualize in our mind first. This is a sample test case that I have taken in order to explain you something. Okay. First, we what we try to do here is that we first choose Monday, right? Like, and then we see whether there are total number of students divided by two groups that we need to divide. So we need to have two persons in each group, which means they need to be at least two people in a day to take a class, right? So in this group, first we'll see whether student 1 is taking a class on Monday. So like since we are starting from Monday, so see, okay, he's not taking a class, student 1. And then student 2, they are not taking a class, student 3 is not taking class, not taking a class, and 2 is taking class, student 4 is taking class, right? There are at least two people. So we can mark Monday as a day that can be taken for us to take a class and group them together, student 2 and student 4. Then we go move on to Tuesday thus as one person, student 4 that has a class, so we cancel out Tuesday. And then Wednesday also has two people, but the two people don't happen to be the student 3 and student 1 that we need in a day, right? Because we need student 1 and student 3 to be grouped right now, which is not there in Wednesday, so we cannot group them together. We just simply cancel it out. And then we go on to Thursday, right? On Thursday too, there's only one person, that is third student, right? So we cannot take class on that day as well. But on a Friday, we see that student 1 and student 3 both are taking class, right? Student 1 and student 3, which is precisely what we need. We need student 2 and student 1 and student 3 to be in a group. So we take them up and we group them together, student 2 and 4, 1 and 3. That is, since it is possible that this division of groups is being helpful, right, in this case. So This is yes. All right, let's move on to the second one. This second one is actually the test case that is given to us by Codeforce's guy, right? So let's see. In this test case, we see. Let's do the same approach. Okay. First, we'll start from Monday. Monday, there's only one person, that is first student, right? Taking class. No one is taking. So we'll just cancel out Monday again. Now we come to Tuesday. On a Tuesday, though, we have student 2 that is taking class and student 4 that is taking a class. Since both of them are taking a class, we can mark them right now, like student 2 and student 4. Next, we move on to Wednesday. Again, no one is taking class on a Wednesday, so we have to move on to Thursday. On a Thursday, we see a peculiar case that is different from what we've seen before, right? We have student 1, student 3, and student 4 also is ready to take a class, right? So student 4 can take a class on a day that we marked before, with student 2 and also with student 1 3 as well, right? Student 4 can be in both the groups, but the group that we need to make is of 2 people, right? So we have a choice. Yeah, a choice whether student 4 can take class on a Tuesday or on a Thursday. So if we choose Tuesday, then we get to group them together, and on the Thursday we can group student 1 and student 3 together, so which is a win-win situation for us, right? So even in this case we get to see a yes, it is possible, right? It is being possible, but here the only peculiarity is that we find 3 people on a same day. So if there are multiple people, more than 2 on a same day, then we can have a choice whether, if this person student 4 is having like 2 people, right? So we have a choice whether they can be in this group or they can be in the other group, right? And now we move on to the another case that we have right now, which is the test case 2 that is given to us. Here there are only 2 students. Two, again we need to divide them in group of 2 groups, right? So there's only one person in one group. Okay, in this test case we cannot take them into a similar group, right? So if they happen to like the classes on the same day, we cannot let that happen. So since they are choosing on the same day, we can say that it is a no. All right, no. So basically, what we are trying, you can see something similar, right? First, we move on through Monday, then Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Thursday, and then Friday, right? To check whether there's another what do you call, another day that on which day that this person can take a class, right? And then we check whether it is suiting our requirements, right? So basically we are going to first check whether they're available, and then we are going to filter out the possibility that is required for us, right? So this is the approach that I've done in the solution. First, we are going to take one I that is going to start from Monday, which is I equal to 0 to 5, 4. Okay, like till Friday. Okay, so we take one I that is from 0 to 5, and then we are going to make this j from 1 to 1 to 4, right? Because we want we don't want to check on the same day, right? So we want to check it on another day. So if I is here, then j is going to be here. So once we keep a loop like this, first I will stick on to Monday, and J will loop through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, comparing what we need, right? Here, what we are going to do is we'll check whether here we also take K, right? Take K is basically the day. okay, the student that we are choosing. We first take columns and then we iterate through the loops, right? For student one, is it available or not? For student two, is it available or not? Etc. So if we see the first case, right? From all the cases, you must have seen that one day one person is available for one day, and then for the other day, if they're not available, that's the case. And then if they're available for the first day and the second day they're not available, and the third case is that one day they are available and the other day also they are available. So there are three test cases, right? So we'll first take the test case where both of them are available. That is this case. If this case is being done, that is a of k comma I and a of k comma j, both are there, then we are going to take a variable called d3 and add to it. Okay, that basically means that there's a possibility in the loop that we run through in this in a day, like when we compare, right, in I and j, if they're here, if both are there, right, like this, then it will take uh, d3. Okay, d3 is going to increment. It will check like this person can take a class on both the days. We are going to add to it. That's a okay, then we select. If this is not the case, then we'll just take a of k comma I only one day. If it is only for one day, then we take one d1 plus plus. Even d1 is a variable, and d2 is a variable as well. If it is available for one day, for not this day but the other day, then we'll take t2 plus plus, right? Now we have all the three variables that we need for looping through the every two pairs of days, right? And then what we're going to do is that check that on that pair of days we need these conditions, right? We need to make sure that all the students can attend the class. That is, if a student is available for both the days, then we take d3 plus plus, right? So d3 is the case where a student can attend both the classes. Only one student can attend. Only students that can attend for one day, students can attend for the other day, right? So all of them should amount to n, right? That's what we want. And then next, what we want is d1 less than or equal to n by 2. What does that mean again? If there's no person like D3 that takes class on both the days, then we need to make sure that there are the groups are divided equally, right? If they are not equal, again we'll have to lose through the test case. So we need to make sure that both the people take the number of participants in the group, okay, are on the same day, right? That's what this condition checks. It checks whether if only there's one person, then for the particular day, then it's going to make sure that there are only half of the people present in it or lesser, because if there's a person in D3, then they cannot be in D1 and D2, right? So, and then again the other one, right? uh, D1, this is actually D2, right? So basically D2 less than or equal to n by 2, right? If all these conditions satisfy, which is the required conditions for us, then we make answer equal to true, which answer is basically a boolean variable which we first declare as false because we didn't get any answer that we want. When we get an answer only, then we take answer is true. Then we just simply if answer, wait, like, yeah, if answer is correct, if it is answer, see out yes, otherwise no, right? This is our approach. We basically go through all the solutions, all the possibilities of I and J combinations of Monday to Friday. We check whether both of them are there or not. Like all the three conditions that are present, that is one day being there, one day not, the other person not being there the other day, and also the condition that both are that student is available on both the days, and check whether they satisfy our given condition. All right, this is the approach that we have done, and now let's just see how I written the code. This is how I have written the code. So basically, first I take input and then do the same thing that I explained, right? Iterate through y is equals to 0 less than 5 plus plus, and then j, and then declare the variables d1 equals 0, d2 equals 0, d3 equals 0, and then iterate for a loop k which represents the rows, right? We check through the loops. If it doesn't do this, right? If it doesn't go through the solution that we wanted, and then it will go back to the loop again, and then uh, again these d1 equals 0, d2 equals 0, d3 equals 0, they're going to come back to the same place here if they got incremented, right? That's how this solution has been done. So you can, as you can see, so this is how I have done the solution. So this is it. Thanks for listening to this video. My name is Rohit, signing off.